It's time to fire this thing up.
Welcome aboard ShipShape TV Essentials. This is your port of call for the most impactful upgrades, expert advice, and hands-on solutions from seasons past. This episode is proudly brought to you by SureHold, because anything worth doing is worth doing bright. From cleaning to protecting and perfecting, SureHold has everything you need to keep your boat shining. Don't just go boating, go showboating. Now, let's hoist anchor and set a course for another exciting episode of ShipShape TV Essentials.
If boating's your game, then you'll agree. ShipShape is the way to be. Out on the lake or on the sea, ShipShape means trouble-free. ShipShape means being neater. ShipShape makes boat work easier. ShipShape is the way to go. The ShipShape Boat Gear Show.
ShipShape, Florida's only boat improvement show, is being brought to you in part by Freedom Marine, where we take a bite out of the high-priced boat dealers, and by the paint professionals at Cape Marina, located in Port Canaveral, and by the friendly folks at Boathouse Discount Marine. If you need it, we probably have it.
Welcome to ShipShape, the boat improvement show. I'm your host, John Greviskis, and this is my partner, Burt, the Bimini top man Dell.
Howdy, folks.
We're on location today in Seminole Boat Yard in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, and today's show is about Bimini tops.
Today we're going to show you how to eliminate the straps on your Bimini top and still make it strong, and you're going to gain more room.
If you want information on today's show sent to you, please send us a self-addressed stamped envelope, and we'll get it out. And as always, if there's a project or suggestion that you'd like to see us cover here at ShipShape, write us a letter or send us a fax.
Write your project suggestions to ShipShape, the TV show. Attention Project Director, Post Office Box 31561, Palm Beach Gardens, Florida 33420. Or fax us at area code 407-626-4348.
When we come back, we're going to start on today's project.
Don't sail away. ShipShape will be right back.
The basic function of a Bimini top is to give shade naturally. Your straps forward and aft help keep the top rigid.
The problem with the straps is it gets into the space of the boat. Say, for example, if you're fishing, Burt and I are very into fishing, and you have your pole sounding, you have to reach around this strap with your pole to fight the fish. Now, space back here is at a premium. If the fish takes off this way, you're cut off here. Now, what we want to do is we want to eliminate the straps altogether. We want to keep the strength of the Bimini top sound, but we want to open up the back of the boat.
Now, to maintain the strength of our Bimini top when we take the strap off the rear and the strap off the front, what we're going to do is we're going to take some tubing, run it between this brace and this brace here, tie it together with some hardware, run another piece of tubing off the front of the brace down to the gunnel and tie it in with hardware. John, I've drawn us up a little schematic for today's project. Now, what I'm going to need is some top slides, some top caps, deck hinges, some tubing, 7/8,
Okay.
and some stainless screws.
How about if we do this? How about if I run over to Boat Owners Warehouse, speak with our friend Larry Cochran to see what's available, and I'll be back in a flash.
Great.
Good morning, Larry. How are you?
Hey, John. How you doing this morning?
Great. Hey, I'm looking for some stainless steel tubing and some hardware. Can you help me out?
Sure. We'll go down to that section of the store. I'll show you what we've got in stock.
Well, what we're doing here, Larry, is I've got a little schematic here. We want to make our Bimini tops strapless.
Okay.
So this is something that we've come up with. This is the tubing that we're looking at. We're going to have a support tube here and a support tube here. The top slides, probably aesthetic-wise, we should probably go with the stainless.
Yeah, it'll last longer too.
Okay, good, good. Now what I'm going to need are the top caps.
Okay.
What different varieties do you have here?
Well, this here is the stainless top cap.
Right.
Okay. And that's a good heavy one.
Now, does this also come in nylon?
Yes, that also comes in nylon.
Okay. We might want to go with the nylon of that. I'm going to need
Okay.
8 of those.
All right.
And I'm going to need a couple of deck hinges.
Okay. Those we have here, again, that's the stainless model.
Okay.
We also have those in the nylon.
And I think we'll go with the stainless in the deck hinge.
Okay.
Also going to need some stainless steel screws, 1 inch.
Okay, those I have over in the hardware department.
Fantastic. Price-wise, what do you think this whole project's going to run me, Larry?
I'd say probably somewhere around 80 bucks.
Great. Well, I can't thank you enough for being on Ship Shape.
Okay, John.
Don't touch that dial. ShipShape will be right back.
Here you go, sir. Everything you need.
All right, great. Let's get started.
Okay. Okay, Bert, what's the first thing we need to do?
What we need to do is go ahead and pull our straps loose, give us some movement on our top while we're working on it.
Okay.
This way we can kind of flop it around as we need. Now what we need to do is go ahead and pull our set screws that hold our pipes into their receptacles here.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and pull them out.
Let me hold those for you.
Yeah, I don't want to lose these. Those suckers will drop into Never Never Land.
Gotcha.
Now I'm going to pull this part up here also because we're going to be sliding a top slide up past this fitting here. This is where our forward bar is going to tie into our gunnel.
Okay.
So we're going to be needing 3 top slides on this side of the boat. Okay, I need the screwdriver in.
So we have to take this whole thing off.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll just, a piece at a time, we'll lift it out. I'll go ahead and just pull it apart now. And we'll slide our top slides into place.
Okay. Let me grab that screw for you.
Okay. Now the top will get kind of loose here, but if you work with it, it's not really going to fall on you. Well,
Okay.
it will fall on you some, but... Okay, tell you what, you go ahead and pull that end out.
All right.
Slide a top slide.
Now, does it matter which direction? Or?
For this application, no.
Okay. We're on there. Do you want me to put this back
Yeah, go
together?
ahead and put it back in there. And what we're going to do is I'm going to pull this out. We're going to slide 2 of them up this one.
Okay.
Okay. Reach down.
Gotcha.
I don't lose any of our pieces.
Got it.
Okay, this one here, we'll go like this. Okay, now slide our next piece that
Okay.
takes this piece.
Got it.
Slide it up.
Okay.
And then our second top slide.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Now, can we go ahead
Yeah,
and
we can
put this all
reassemble-
back together?
right.
All right, this goes here, and that goes through
Right. Now
there.
slide it back into
and-
our receptacle.
Okay.
Okay, now
Should
we're ready
be
to
there.
slide them up and put them into position. We're ready to mount our top caps and our top slides here. What I'm going to do is go ahead and put a couple of them in here, and then we'll be able to measure the distance between the 2 caps. This will tell us the length pipe that we need to cut.
Now, Bert, is there some kind of line that we want to maintain?
I figured we just follow the line of the gunnel, measure up the distance here to there, kind of maintain the same line. You can actually run this top slide up, you know, if you wanted a longer pipe, you could run it up a little bit further if you want. It really wouldn't make that much difference.
So a longer pipe isn't going to make it any stronger?
Not once you get up, get a good bite on it. No, not really.
I got you.
You know, and they sell this stuff by the foot, so you need to go up just enough to where you've got the strength, and that's high enough.
So we're just going for aesthetics.
Yeah, you know, just keep the line of the boat, and I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me throw a set screw in there also. We'll slide it up, kind of make it kind of snug as you get it there.
Okay.
Start it anyway. Okay. Should be able to slide that.
Well, let me measure from the gunnel up to our screw here.
Right, the center of the screw.
Okay, it looks at about 21 3/4.
Okay.
So I want to go to the same height up
Right,
here.
Right.
Okay. You need to lift it a little bit. Yeah. And right about there. That looks good. Why don't you go ahead and tighten it up?
Okay. Move it in a little
Okay.
bit. Okay, there we go.
That's
right
good.
There. Okay. Now, go ahead and measure between the two, our 2 sockets.
Why don't you go ahead and hold that for me?
You gotcha.
24 on the nose.
Okay.
I'll head on down and I'll cut us a piece of 24-inch pipe.
great.
Here you go, Burt.
All right, go ahead and set it up in here and this end here. Let me pull our back off our set screw again.
That way we can move it a little bit and
Yeah.
fit our tube right into it.
And this is where your measurement actually really comes into play.
Okay.
Okay, okay. All right, hold it in. Right there. Tighten this set screw up. Then we'll tighten our,
And double check our measurements.
yeah. Shouldn't have changed.
It's right on.
Okie dokie. Tighten down our set screw. This one here. Okay, John, we're going to mount our forward leg to our top now. What we're going to do is basically keep it at a 45-degree angle somewhat and just run it down to the gunnel, and we'll let this top slide up to where we feel that it looks good and where it's going to give us the best hold.
Well, what we can do then is we could measure from our base here to our gunnel hinge and duplicate it on the other side and get the exact same angle.
Yeah, that'll work great. All right, we're going to throw a set screw in right here. I like the angle I got right here, John.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and hold this up in place. Go ahead and drill for our gunnel hinge. We'll have our forward mount tied down to the gunnel. Kind of line it up with the top itself, you know, keep it in the same setting of the gunnel as our
Gotcha.
Bimini, you know. Keep everything running straight. All right, what we'll do, go ahead and pull this clevis pin out. If you'd hold this up out of the way for me,
Sure.
please. Here's stuff changing places back there. Okay. Straight. All right, now we're ready to mount our gunnel hinge. When we do that, we'll be able to drop the arm down in place and really stiffen up our top. Then we're going to repeat the same process on the other side of the boat, and our top will be strapless and securely mounted to the boat. John, drop that arm down to me. All right, let's line it up into our gunnel hinge here. Slide our clevis pin in.
Now, Burt, where did you come up with this idea?
Actually, a guy called Captain Duct Tape gave me this idea. Did it on his boat and says it works great.
Well, it looks great.
Well, now all we gotta do is repeat the process on the other side, take our straps off, and we're done.
Cool.
Okay, once you've got all your tubing and your hardware mounted, if you're not happy with your set screw in the front here, and I'm not, you can go ahead and drill these out and through bolt them, both of them, and I believe that's what I'm gonna do. Also, back here in the back, you can take this screw out of this support here and put a clevis pin in. That way, when you pop your clevis out, the bar flops up, pop your clevis pin out there, the whole top collapses. You got a collapsible top without the straps. John, let's go ahead and pull these straps off.
You got it.
Don't cast away. Shipshape. We'll be right back.
Chapman's Corner is being brought to you in part by Captain Z's Fly Fishing School and Charter Service, your adventure in light tackle fishing for the Space Coast.
Today on Chapman's Corner, we want to show you a couple different types of anchors and what type of bottoms they would be utilized in. This anchor right here is called a plow anchor. The particular weight of this one is 45 pounds, so it's quite heavy. This is good for sandy type bottoms, mud bottoms, and it can be utilized in plowing into grassy type bottoms for holding very well. It's favorites amongst trawlers and sailboaters. Another type is a Bruce. As you can see here, the Bruce has no moving parts. It's shaped like a wing. It also sets itself in softer type bottoms. So these are both burying type anchors. The third, and probably the most popular with power boaters, is your Danforth. This is a very small Danforth, so I would call it a lunch hook. You can get them in all different sizes and weights. I recommend that you buy a high tensile steel Danforth. This way you're working with high quality material and you know it's going to hold in a blow. From Chapman School of Seamanship, this is Tom Dante.
You know, one of the really cool things about living on the central east coast of Florida is the amount of trophy fish that are out in that ocean. We're talking wahoo, dolphin, big marlin, kingfish, cobia, and what better way to catch that trophy fish than with a Bayliner Trophy fishing boat. With me today is Frank Conte of Freedom Marine in Melbourne, Florida. Frank, tell me a little about this incredible new boat Bayliner's put out.
John, this is a brand new model. It just came out for 1996 on it. It's part of the new technology in the Bayliner boats on it. It's a marine unitized body foam core boat. There's no wood in the hull on this boat.
Now, what's the advantage of that?
The advantage of this is there's no wood to rot, nothing to deteriorate through years and years. This is a boat that you'll have today, and 30 years from now, you'll still be using it if you're around.
So boat companies for years have been using this technology, like Boston Whaler. Bayliner's picked up on that and has put a boat out at a lot less money.
Yes, they have on it. What they do is, being the biggest, their buying levels are they buying like no one else can buy in the marketplace. They've got the biggest design, development team, engineering team, and product testing of any boat company in the marketplace.
Well, let's back up a little bit and talk a little bit more about Bayliner. Bayliner's owned by the Brunswick Corporation.
That's right.
Now, they own Sea Ray, as well as Robalo, as well as Mercury, Mercruiser. We're talking about good company here now. Bayliner was bought in 1989, and the entire company has changed. The philosophy has changed to go to quality and still offer people incredible pricing.
That's right. Quality is first on what Bayliner now. That's a new model for 1996. You know, it's quality first.
Frank, this boat's laid out to fish. Tell me about it.
Yeah, this boat is a super laid out boat on it. This is a 25-foot center console. They have a molded in transom bracket that's actually structurally part of the hull on this boat here.
Okay.
Unlike a conventional bolt-on type of bracket on it. It's designed with two huge fish boxes up forward on it, two big half fish boxes.
Real nice.
Yeah, it's got a big, on the console itself, when it opens up, and there's a regular full stand-up marine head on this boat here.
Oh, hey, the ladies have got a great, you know, you've got a little bit of privacy out there, and you need that. Let's talk about how Bayliner packages boats. They're so great at that.
Yeah, they offer a lot of different engine packages, all Mercury Marine packages on it, from the Mercury Force through the regular full-line Mercuries, available single or twin engines on this particular package.
Sure. Now, Bayliner doesn't want you to go to a dealership and have to buy all the amenities all over town. They bring them all into the boat. And let's face it, when you're buying a boat like this, you're looking for a lifestyle, you're excited, you want to get out in that water and fish it. This baby's ready to go.
This is ready to go on it. This is one of the nicest equipped laid out boats from the factory that is available today on it. All Perco cleats, all stainless steel rails, Perco rod holders on it, all top name products are built in the boat. They have a standard Horizon VHF radio as part of standard equipment on this boat here.
As well as a tremendous amount of live wells on this boat. This boat is set to fish.
Yeah, it is designed as an offshore type fishing boat with a big flared bow on this boat here. It's got a 150-gallon fuel tank, which gives you tremendous range.
Fantastic. Now, Trophy and Bayliner have gotten real aggressive on that non-skid. You know, when you're pulling in a big dolphin or a wahoo, you're going to get some blood and guts on that hull. And with that non-skid, you're gonna be totally safe, totally free there.
Yeah, that's the time you don't want to slip and fall.
Absolutely.
You know?
Let's talk about the trailer on this boat. Now, it's galvanized.
Yeah, the trailers are all coming. They were a galvanized trailer, hydraulic surge brakes with brake flush kits built into them.
Saltwater friendly. Let's talk about price on this boat.
Price on a package on this boat, you're in a 29 to 32, depending on power options on it.
I've got you. Now, where can people actually come and preview this boat?
We're a factory outlet store. We're located on US 1 in Melbourne, Florida. We're a half a mile south of the Pineda Causeway.
Well, I know so many people are happy with you. You're the largest Bayliner dealer in Central Florida. Keep up the good work. Come by and see him today. Thanks, Frank.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, you gain quite a bit of room by removing the straps from your Bimini top. Again, if you want a schematic of today's project, please write us at Post Office Box 31561, Palm Beach Gardens, Florida 33420.
Be sure to tune in next time. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
If boating's your game, then you'll agree. Ship shape is the way to be. Out on the lake or on the sea, ship shape means trouble-free. Ship shape means being neater. Ship shape makes boat work easier. Ship shape is the way to go. The Ship Shape Boat Care Show.